baby time. He go on and on. I'm a rock star. I'm a rock star. Need a rock star.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Hey, 24.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, look at this Arizona defense against the pass. Just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Hey, 24.
They run it again with Chubb. And Chubb going to push forward and pick up the Browns' first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. The Browns at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. B.J. Ojulari in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. You look at this Browns defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Down to about the 32. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now Murray. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We're scoreless after 1. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Watson now to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Watson. And this one too low.
That play looked off right from the beginning because I think he hurt himself a little bit and ended up making the throw short of the back on the screen attempt. It falls incomplete.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. Hard throw, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. In motion right is Brown. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Room here to run. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows to 10-0. Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit. Maybe their splits.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Set.
They run again on first down. Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Now Watson going to change the look here. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A final shot before half for Murray. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. In motion left goes a tight end. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Ready. Ready.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Out to his left.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at second down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now a 2nd and 10.
The man in motion is Brown. To throw, it's Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not, and dropped him for no gain.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Murray.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
This is taken at the 15. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They begin this drive with Chubb.
Oh, good move.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
90 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Watson, off play action. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Second down and 8. Murray going to throw. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Murray now on first down. That's complete to McBride. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's got the connection to Moore. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now to throw. Open man is Tucker. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
That's one. Big X.
Throwing again, Murray. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Murray now on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On the give, here's McBride. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Play fake. Murray on the move to his left. Ertz has it left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray, eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 104 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And no timeout.
Throwing again is Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10.
Shit.
Here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's McBride. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Buzz.
To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making items over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns.
Can I talk my...
Come on!
That other side.
The Oakley way!
Hey.
C5!
Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted. Still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending. All the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes. Big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. You should sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful. I'm doing won't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be the underdog, now they book me overseas. And I don't wanna be nobody else, nigga. Do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. But I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. I used to wanna be like Wayne. I used to wanna be like Nip with the Cuban link chain. I used to rap like Jay trying to make me a name. Now all I do is C5 and I'ma stay in my lane. I could do anything I put my mind to, that's fact. I wanna be a so I start. I like so I went on and start flipping packs. I heard the drought 3 and said, dog, I'm a rap. I did that, superseded expectation. I refuse to settle for anything less than greatness. I'm the hottest rapper on the West, let's just face it. So put that pride to the side, then let's get paper. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me, I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money.
Bars. C5. Just incredible. Hunger Flow 2. It's easy.
Incredible.
Bling, bling, bling. This mad. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Okay. I don't cash my new checks, this old change, you know. Another man made my phone ring, hello. Said he capping, but won't step, you know. Every time he sell me, that's phone, hello. Bling, bling, blow, mad, I'm like, wow, what did I do now? Don't you get me, okay? I might pull a ticket out of my account, okay? Just to show you how to count, okay? Newest, don't compare me to these, they don't do enough. They can't walk it in my shoes because I'm booted up. my witness. Police tried to slow me down, but they couldn't stop it. I got platinum plaques like I got cars in my wallet. I got millions. Got the fuck inside my bag and out my feelings. Got a couple carbon copies, I got children. Only that's around me's my Brazilian. Moving militant, no regular civilian. Business as usual, usually I wouldn't smile. Unless it cost a couple thousands, some millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright. Business as usual, usually I wouldn't smile. Unless it cost a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright.
Legends on 3, 2, 1.
Let's go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't. Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Go that, 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 go that.
Man, they even got enough change in the meter. Double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep helping detangle the weave. Only jumped in the front seat to play with the speakers. Thunder my plans, stretch my bands. Plus when I stop at my customized vans. Plush like brush like plus I got 'em up plus size Panamera truck. I hop out the roof. Yeah, dime on my left wrist and she got the flu. Yeah, watch look like checks mix is supposed to be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust down my dad face, your chain is a necklace.
Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, this don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, me.
I had to hit my designer for sneaks, double dip mine in the bleach. I'm blocking for sure. I'm popping down Miami Beach, pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the orange shit. Beach at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I'm with a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that. I call up Cohen Brianna, been parking the choppy box seats. I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block at Trust Fund. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strippers like Tigers. Legends on 3, 2, 1.
You tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's lonely at the top, but I'm biased. Because I'm only at the top, but you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's lonely at the top, but I'm biased.
Let's go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, this go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Yeah.